You brought with you $1 million in cash, which I've never seen before. I've never seen $1 million in one place. I've never even seen $1 million check. Yeah, I guess tip it out. Let's make sure we don't spill any. Ladies and gentlemen, that is $1 million in cash.
Falls State.
Wow, those are loose. They're like a lot of these are just kind of flying around,
flopping around here. You know, it's had to do some bad things for that.
How does one even get $1 million out of a bank?
He said, "I need $1 million on Thursday." They said, "Yo, that takes 2 to 3 weeks," and he's like, "Get me the $1 million on Thursday, or I'll find a bank that can."
Beef takes some skill to make delicious.
That's an interesting perspective that I don't share. I feel like beef is pretty easy to cook.
How do you cook it?
Reverse sear method. I have a Traeger grill, and I'll set the Traeger to 265 degrees. I put a meat thermometer in it, slowly get it up to about 110 degrees, and then I use a cast iron skillet, get that cast iron skillet very hot, and I put beef tallow in the skillet, and then I sear it for 2 minutes per side, depending on the thickness of the steak. I'll let it rest for about 10 minutes, then I slice it, and then I'll put kosher salt on it.
So to me, that doesn't sound simple at all.
When you eat the wolf, what do you eat? You eat the backstraps, cook the hams? Like, how do you eat a wolf?
Boil it for a good long time because wolves too will have parasites. They'll have trichinosis. Anything that eats meat, you want to make sure it's thoroughly cooked. Eating wolf, 3 or 4 times when I didn't have much else.
So you boil it? How do you do it? Like onions and potatoes, make a soup?
I didn't have anything like that. I'm out there all winter long. I didn't have any vegetables.
In the movies, Thanos' motivation is he wants balance in the universe. So he wants to find an infinity stone so he can snap away half the people so it's more resources. That's a stupid reason. In the comics, from a little kid, he was a freak, like a mutant. He looked like that, and people treated him like shit. And his only friend was Mistress Death. She would visit him. Death was her realm. She was in charge of all dead. Something happened and she fucking hates him. Like, he's banned from her realm. He's in love with her. He's trying to impress her by sending her more souls. So he wants the Infinity Gauntlet so he can snap her. The movie would have ended in a completely different way. He created a platform for her and a throne so she could watch when he snapped away the rest of the universe. And all of the fucking Avengers and everybody showed up to fight this motherfucker. It was an epic battle. Every superhero in the universe is fighting just Thanos, trying to get that gauntlet off before he snaps. The robot used her last bit of willpower and snapped out of it for a second and snatched the glove off. The comic books went hard, man.
Did you ever see Sisu? It's probably right up there with John Wick as my favorite revenge movie of all time. The whole movie has no English in it. It's in World War II, and this dude is a soldier who retired from the war and became a gold miner, made a little score, and was trying to get to the town with his score, and he runs into the Nazis. So it turns out this guy was like famous in the war for being impossible to kill. He has scars all over his body. He's like the absolute worst guy, and they found him, and he kills everybody. Spoiler alert. Do you know the difference between the way China does it versus the way American does it?
No.
It's really interesting. First of all, between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., kids are not allowed on it. Second of all, when you're on it, the difference between like TikTok in America is like dances and people doing pranks and people doing things to try to get viral views. In China, it highlights scientific achievements, athletic achievements. It highlights like people doing things, accomplishing things.
So it's a lot more curated.
Yes, much more. Where they're trying to elevate the quality of the lives of the kids that are addicted to this TikTok thing.
But here in America, if you did that, like, people just wouldn't use it. They'd be
Exactly.
like, oh, well, f this. I'm going to Instagram Reels or YouTube.
Exactly.
That
Not a
Mastiff
thing to
tested
do.
me a couple times for alpha position in the house.
Oh, no.
It was one time a plastic bag in the wind was rolling through the woods on my property, and he ran and he grabbed it, and I told him, King, come here, front. And he came up to me, and I put my hand on the plastic bag, and he goes, It's like, all right, here it is. This is test time. So I ripped the bag, and it came out of his mouth, right? And he really got pissed off at me. I was testing him. So at that point, I'm like, well, I can't back down to him now. This is it. So I put my fist against his teeth that he was showing, and I was going, do it. Do it.
Jesus Christ.
Do it. And he's like this with his teeth going, "Arr." I'm going, do it. Do it. And finally he turned and backed off, and then I pet him, and he was wagging his tail, and I was like, all right. Ooh. That was kind of scary.
Ryan, every time I get a new phone, one of the things I do is I go, oh, wow, look at all the dead people on my phone. I'm like, he's gone. Oh, he's gone. And I have to make the decision, do I delete them from my contact list? Generally, I don't. I like seeing their names.
Yeah, I know. It's
I have
weird.
an old message from an old boss of mine. I keep the phone just because it's got the voicemail on it. You keep things that you don't need. I have contacts for people that are not just dead, but people that are dead to me. Do you know that scene where the guy pulls out the sword, starts swinging around, he just shoots him?
Yeah.
You know, he improvised that? Get the fuck out of here with that sword. Boom! Here it is. There's the scene. They were supposed to have this whole choreographed thing with the sword and the whip. Perfect scene.
How many franchises